Hello, fight fans. This is George Wifo of MMA Talks Nigeria. I'm coming to you live and direct from Lagos, Nigeria. Despite all the things going on in Nigeria with the NSAS protest, I'm still excited to talk about this upcoming fight between Justin Gaethje and Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 254. Man, I'm seriously excited for this fight. This is arguably going to be one for the history books because this fight has all the things you need to make for a classic fight. You know, you have on one side Justin Gaethje, who just came off a tremendous win over a very dangerous and strong fighter in Ferguson. You know, Tony Ferguson. He systematically destroyed Ferguson for 4.5 rounds. You know, before he had to quit. You know, so Ferguson and Gaethje had a stand-up fight. You know, that led to back and forth, and you know, and that was a problem for Tony. You know, then you now have a Khabib who has not fought in a long time, especially since he fought what's his name? He fought this last guy in Abu Dhabi, the same place he fought. You know, I'm trying to get his name now. The Diamond, you know, Dustin Poirier. You know, so he also submitted Dustin Poirier, I think in the 4th round. You know, so after takedowns upon takedowns, and you know, Dustin Poirier is as formidable as they get. So both fighters have come off tremendous win. So Justin Gaethje is the more fresher of the two, you know, because his fight was just during this lockdown for COVID. So he's fresh, and I think he's ready to go. And while Khabib is still I believe he's trying to still struggle with the loss of his father, you know. So, and his father has always been the guy that's been by his side throughout his MMA career. Yeah, Khabib is currently 28-0. You know, that's an amazing record for any athlete, not to talk of an MMA fighter, you know, to challenge. The guy is arguably one of the greatest of all time. And while you have Justin Gaethje, who was 18-0 when he came into the UFC, before he had 2 losses, and then he started destroying every other person that was put in his play, you know, because Justin changed his tactics. He was a little bit more careful with his fighting strategy. You know, he wasn't that reckless anymore. So now, what do I think about this fight? Now, you have a Justin Gaethje, who is one of the most heavy hitters in the game. You know, he has iron fist. You know, he punches like a truck. You know, so most times he has had to fight opponents who, I believe, mostly stand in front of him, not trying to take him down. You know, and of course, Justin has a very strong takedown defense. We've seen it. He's hardly taken down. You know, so. And so most of his opponents have to stand in front of him and they trade punches. So this is going to be interesting. And then you now have a Khabib who is known for his wrestling, amazing wrestling. You know, everybody knows what Khabib is going to do. You know, just like all the analysts have said, everybody knows what Khabib is going to do. He's going to try and take you down as an opponent, and then control you on the ground, and then punch away. That's basically what Khabib does. And despite the fact that most people know this, they just can't stop him. You know, so is Justin Gaethje going to be the guy that's going to stop him? So these fighting styles are basically, I think they are on opposite ends, you know, because Khabib is going to try and take the fight to the ground, while Justin is going to try and keep the fight standing. So it now depends on who can impose their fighting will right? Will Justin be able to withstand the consistent pressure of the takedown attempt by Khabib? Nobody has been able to do it up until this moment. Will Justin be able to stop all these takedowns? What I'm looking at is most likely Justin's going to try and stop the takedowns, and then he's going to try and catch Khabib when he's coming in, when he's shooting for a takedown. Right? That's going to be interesting. Will he be able to do an excellent timing that when Khabib is coming in, he lands a knee, or he throws a shot that hits him in the back of the ear and all that? We've seen that. I mean, no matter how strong you are, most times when you get that punch on the head, on the jaw, you go down, so your legs start wobbling, and then your brains can't interpret what your legs are saying. So those are the factors that we're looking at. Then for Khabib would try to take you down the first time. If he's unsuccessful, he will try it the second time, or he tries 100 times. And takedowns and beating you down on the ground wears out an opponent. In all my experience of watching MMA and watching these guys fight, wrestlers can do a lot of damage, taking you down, wearing you out. Khabib is a master of that. So what's going to happen is Khabib going to be able to take Justin Gaethje down and put him on his back and do what he does to other people? Because one, I truly believe that Khabib is going to be able to take Justin down. I also believe that he's going to try and do his best to control it. But Justin is going to be very strong, trying to struggle, because I think he does a lot of scrambling, What? In the end, the pressure from Khabib will be too much, because Khabib is relentless. We've seen it. Why I'm saying that Khabib is not afraid of being hit in the head. We saw that with his fight against Edson Barbosa. He got kicked in the head, and you saw Khabib took it like there was no problem. He went forward. And we saw that with Conor. He traded punches with Conor. He stood one-on-one with Conor. And then the most interesting one was the fight against Al Quinta. He traded punches with Quinta, even though the guy he couldn't take Al Quinta down. That might probably be because the time frame between the change of fight between him fighting Tony Ferguson and then Al Quinta was too short. So he needed to have a new fight strategy. But he traded punches with Al Quinta, and you saw the damage he did to Al Quinta in 5 rounds. So in the end, I see Khabib retaining his title, his fight. It's going to be a big disappointment to Gaethje, because he would have put in all his effort. He has his parents watching him, So this is my opinion, And then just to throw in a little bit of extra analysis with Cannonier and Robert Whittaker. I see Whittaker being very smart in this fight and doing damage and getting a win in this fight. But I think Whittaker is trying to get back his mojo. He's trying to show people that, I'm still here. So we've seen him work against all odds against people like Yair Romero and Jacare Souza. These guys are strong people, so I can imagine Whittaker actually doing damage to Cannonier. Cannonier is a strong man, he's a tough guy, but experience will come into play here. So what do you guys think? All right, hit me up.